I'm back. We're back, I guess. Right, we took some time off and trying to get things done and organized and trying to do the whole thing. But, I've been out for a little while now myself because work sucks and they tend to make me do more than I want to. But I'm here and I've got some picks for you that I'm probably going to get crucified for. Especially because one of my picks isn't necessarily something I'm actually proud of. It's actually something I'm more pissed off about. So I'm going to start with that one, which is going to be Nightwing. The reason I'm pissed off with Nightwing is because they have spent the last 2 years since Rebirth actually building a very compelling story involving Dick Grayson and following him along a path that brought his own past as a childhood back up. And they finally really showed more of what he can do and more of who he is as a character and why he's been dubbed over the last couple of years as the heart of the DC universe. And then the current writer on Red Hood and the Outlaws took over writing for Nightwing and completely screwed it all up by putting a bullet in his head and making him basically saying, well, I have amnesia. I don't remember any of this crap. Don't call me Dick anymore. My name's Rick Grayson and I'm done with this. And so they've now built Nightwing into the same Nightfall storyline that they did with Batman back in, I believe it was the 80s with Jean-Paul Vallée when Batman got his back broken. And they've got 4 different detectives taking over the role of Nightwings. The reason it's one of my picks is because it pisses me off and I want to see if they're going to actually unscrew the situation and do what they're supposed to and actually write a good story. But unfortunately, LeBlanc keeps screwing up everything like he did with Red Hood. So this is probably going to end up being one that fizzles out. So unfortunately, that's my only DC pick, hence the crucifixion. But I have to go over to Marvel for my other 2, although both the ones I'm going with are synopsis with each other. Spider-Geddon, number 4. I still need to go back and read the Spider-Verse comics themselves, but at first when I heard about the Spider-Verse idea, I'm like, great, just a way to jam a bunch of, Spider-Man in there for, the pop, if you will. But with the Spider-Verse, that one, they had a lot going on with some, how do I want to put this? Things happening that had some actual consequence, but really, in the end of it, the main person who suffered that consequence was actually the anti-venom symbiote, which was sacrificed on Spider Island. With Spider-Geddon, right from the gate, we already have 2 big deaths with Spidey UK, who was the Captain Britain, and Spider-Man Noir, who just got iced right out the gate. So now with this one, we've got the Superior Spider-Man, who I'm representing today, trying to put together a Strike Force team, as well as Miles Morales trying to set up one as well, but both going on 2 different paths. Miles is going the route of the pacifist, we must take them down and capture them and make sure they can never do it again by jailing them. And we've got Ock, who's basically going, screw that, we're going to kill them. And smartly brought in such people as Kane and that one terrible Japanese Spider-Man show with the giant robot. Because why not? They can. But speaking of Kane, going to my main pick of this time around, which is actually Spider-Force number 2. Now, the Spider-Force is a team that's going to try to get to the heart of the situation and take out the Inheritors who are coming through, led by Kane with, if I remember correctly, a new Spider-Man, not seen before, Kid Spider-Man, or Kid Spider, something like that. Spidey Kid, one of those 2 either way. He looks like, basically, if Nightwing was Spider-Man, it's Spidey Kid. You've got Jessica Drew back as Spider-Woman in there, who kind of got tricked into it because Kane's a bastard, and that's why I love him. You've got Ashley Barton, Spider-Girl, or if you were familiar with Old Man Logan, the Spider-Bitch. And then a new one who is Astro Spider, who I'm not quite sure exactly who the identity of him actually is, because they don't say, but the second one's about to come out. I think there's only 3 or 5 comics in this one, and I'm ready to see it, but I have a feeling, and I'm terrified, but I feel like some people are going to die, and I really hope it's not my boy Kane, but it's Marvel, so they tend to kill off all the good people. But anyway, so those are my picks for this time around. So we've got Nightwing, and Scott Lobdell needs to be shot in the face hole with a giant cannon of confetti. We've got Spider-Geddon, and then we've got Spider-Force, who I should also mention is written by Christopher Priest, who's also the current and main writer on Deathstroke over the last 2 years, and who's also a legendary comic artist in his own right. which is why I like the story a lot more, because he knows how to take these characters and really make you feel for them and make you hate yourself for liking them. So, but those are my picks. See you next time.
Rolling, rolling, sound speed.
Rolling, rolling, sound speed.
Action.